Beyond the Veil. Secrets of the Universe, Ancient Gods, and Hidden Knowledge, Part 2. Welcome to Positive Vortex. Have you ever stopped to wonder, who or what is Satan really? Is he the ultimate villain, as religions suggest? Or could he be something far more profound, a cosmic force woven into the fabric of existence to push humanity toward growth? Why does every tradition, whether religious, mystical, or psychological, seem to portray him as both an adversary and a necessary presence? In today's episode of Beyond the Veil, we'll peel back the layers of Satan's identity, from his role in religious scriptures to his deeper esoteric meanings, and even the possibility that he's not just a metaphor but a higher dimensional being testing humanity. Is he a tempter, a teacher, or a mirror reflecting our own inner shadows? If you're ready to challenge conventional ideas and dive into the mysteries of good, evil, and everything in between, make sure to subscribe to Positive Vortex now. Together, we'll journey into the unknown and uncover the truth about one of the most misunderstood figures in history. Who is Satan? The cosmic puzzle of good and evil. What if the figure of Satan is not just a tempter or adversary, but a crucial part of the cosmic design, a force pushing humanity to evolve and transcend? If God is all-powerful and all-knowing, why would he allow the existence of Satan? Could it be that Satan's role is necessary, even divinely ordained? What if the ultimate confrontation with Satan is not external, but internal, an encounter with the darkest parts of ourselves that we must face to find enlightenment? Welcome to Beyond the Veil, the space where we journey into the hidden layers of existence, exploring the profound mysteries that lie beneath the surface of our reality. Today, we're tackling a question that has fascinated, terrified, and inspired humanity for millennia. Who is Satan? Satan is one of the most enigmatic figures in religious, philosophical, and mystical thought. He is portrayed as the ultimate adversary in Christianity and Islam, a force of opposition in esoteric traditions, and even a symbol of rebellion and freedom in some interpretations. But who or what is he really? Is he a literal being, a metaphorical archetype, or something far more complex and mysterious? In this episode, we'll dive deeply into religious teachings, esoteric philosophies, and psychological insights to uncover the layers of meaning behind Satan. By the end of this journey, you may never see him or yourself in the same way again. The religious view Satan as an adversary, the role of Satan in Christianity. In Christian theology, Satan is often depicted as the ultimate antagonist, the fallen angel who rebelled against God and was cast out of heaven. Known as Lucifer, the light bearer, he was once a being of immense beauty and power, but his pride led to his downfall, as described in Isaiah 14, verse 12 to 15. How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens, I will raise my throne above the stars of God. After his rebellion, Satan becomes the deceiver of humanity, tempting Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and causing their fall. His role as the tempter and accuser is central to the Christian narrative of sin and redemption. In the book of Job, for instance, Satan appears before God, challenging Job's righteousness and testing his faith. But why would God allow Satan to exist? Why permit a being whose very purpose seems to oppose divine will? Some Christian theologians suggest that Satan's existence is part of God's plan, a way to test and refine humanity's faith, giving us the freedom to choose between good and evil. Without temptation, there would be no true virtue, no triumph of the soul over the struggles of the flesh. The Islamic perspective, Iblis, the jinn of pride. In Islam, Satan is known as Iblis, a being of smokeless fire who was once among the ranks of the angels. His rebellion occurs not out of a desire to overthrow God, but from his refusal to bow to Adam, the first human, as commanded by Allah. Iblis's defiance is rooted in his pride. I am better than him. You created me from fire, and him you created from clay. Quran 7:12. Iblis's punishment is exile, but instead of seeking forgiveness, he vows to mislead humanity, whispering doubts and temptations into our hearts. Yet, even in his role as the deceiver, Iblis serves a purpose. He tests humanity's faith, resilience, and moral choices. In Sufism, the mystical tradition of Islam, Iblis is sometimes viewed with a degree of sympathy, even reverence. He is seen as the ultimate monotheist, refusing to bow to anyone but God, even when commanded to do so. This paradoxical interpretation suggests that Iblis's rebellion is not merely an act of pride, but a profound expression of devotion, albeit one that leads to his separation from God. The duality of Satan in Judaism. In Jewish thought, particularly in early texts, Satan, Hasatan, meaning the accuser or the adversary, is not an independent being opposed to God, but a servant of God. In the book of Job, Satan functions as a prosecutor, testing Job's faith and loyalty. This depiction aligns with the idea of Satan as a necessary force, one that challenges humanity to grow through adversity. The necessity of opposition. In all these traditions, Satan embodies opposition, a force that challenges, tempts, and tests. But why is opposition necessary? Without resistance, there can be no growth. A seed must push through the soil to become a tree. Muscles grow stronger through strain. Could it be that Satan, far from being a purely malevolent figure, is a teacher in disguise, pushing us to confront our weaknesses and discover our strengths? Esoteric interpretations. Satan as a symbol. The Kabbalistic perspective. The adversary within. In Kabbalah, the Jewish mystical tradition, Satan is not a being of pure evil, but a force that resides within the human psyche. Known as the Sitra Achra, the other side, this force represents the shadow aspects of ourselves. The ego, the desires, the illusions that keep us separate from the divine. The tree of life in Kabbalah illustrates this duality. For every divine emanation, Sephirot, there is a shadow counterpart. These shadow forces are not inherently evil. They are distortions of divine energy. By confronting and integrating these forces, the soul ascends to higher states of consciousness. Satan in Sufi mysticism, the ego's challenge. In Sufi teachings, Satan's whispers, waswas, are a metaphor for the inner struggles of the ego. The ego, or nafs, is the part of us that clings to pride, attachment, and separation from God. Overcoming the nafs is the central goal of Sufi practice, and Satan serves as a mirror, reflecting the weaknesses we must transcend. The story of Iblis refusing to bow to Adam is reinterpreted in Sufism as a tale of misplaced pride. Yet this pride forces humanity to confront its own imperfections, making Iblis an unwitting guide on the path to self-awareness. The shadow in Jungian psychology. Swiss psychologist Carl Jung offers a profound framework for understanding Satan as the shadow, the part of our psyche that we suppress or deny. The shadow contains our hidden desires, fears, and impulses. If left unacknowledged, it manifests as inner turmoil or external conflict. Confronting the shadow is essential for personal growth. In this sense, Satan is not an external being, but a representation of our unintegrated selves. By facing the shadow, we transform it into a source of strength and wisdom. The cosmic role of darkness. Darkness is not the absence of light. It is the canvas on which light paints its brilliance. Satan, as the shadow, is not something to be feared but embraced and understood. Without the shadow, there would be no contrast, no depth, no growth. Satan as an advanced intelligence. What if Satan is not a symbolic figure or a psychological force but an actual being, one who operates on a higher plane of existence or even originates from another realm? The jinn and interdimensional beings. In Islamic teachings, Iblis belongs to the jinn, a race of beings made from smokeless fire who exist in a parallel dimension. The jinn have free will, and some choose to align with divine will while others rebel. Iblis, as the archetypal rebel, is an example of the latter. This concept aligns with modern theories of interdimensional beings, entities that exist beyond our three-dimensional perception but can influence our reality. Could Satan be a jinn-like being, operating from a higher dimension and interacting with humanity to test, challenge, and guide us? The Watchers and Fallen Angels. The Book of Enoch describes the Watchers, a group of angels who descended to earth and interacted with humanity. Some of these angels, like Azazel, taught forbidden knowledge, leading to their fall. This story parallels the idea of Satan as a being who provides knowledge and temptation, sparking both chaos and growth. The human journey, Satan's role in our evolution. If Satan's role is to challenge and test humanity, then his existence is not just adversarial, it is essential. Without resistance, there is no progress. Without temptation, there is no virtue. Satan's presence forces us to confront our weaknesses, transcend our ego, and strive for unity with the divine. In this sense, Satan is not the enemy of humanity, but its catalyst for growth. He is the shadow that makes the light shine brighter, the obstacle that turns us into heroes, the mirror that forces us to see ourselves clearly. Who is Satan? Satan is many things: a cosmic force, an internal presence, a psychological shadow, and perhaps even an advanced being operating from realms beyond our comprehension. But above all, Satan is a teacher. He challenges us, tests us, and forces us to grow. As we journey through life, we are faced with countless choices, each one a battle between light and dark, unity and separation, love and fear. Satan represents the struggle, but also the opportunity. By facing the challenges he presents, we discover our true selves. Thank you for joining me on this deep exploration. Who do you believe Satan is? An adversary, a guide, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this conversation. Until next time, keep questioning, keep seeking, and remember, the greatest mysteries are always beyond the veil. Thank you for joining me on this podcast of one of humanity's most enigmatic figures. Whether you see Satan as an adversary, a symbol, or a guide, one thing is clear: his role forces us to confront our fears, question our beliefs, and discover our truest selves. But the ultimate question remains: could Satan's purpose be more about growth than destruction? If you found this journey thought-provoking, please show your support by clicking the thanks button below, or consider buying me a coffee to help keep Positive Vortex thriving. Every contribution fuels this quest to uncover hidden knowledge and explore the mysteries of the universe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Positive Vortex so you don't miss the next adventure beyond the veil. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and remember, the answers are often hidden within the shadows. See you in the next episode.